G'day, g'day. Welcome back to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. How are we all, fellas? As you can see, we've got number 2 of the Surf's Up shaving brushes on the lathe, ready to go. So that's tonight's turning. Very similar shape to the one we done last night, on Tuesday night. Very similar shape, similar type of blank. Probably going to see a little bit more resin in this one though, the way the Burl is, so that's not a bad thing. And the only other thing is this one's being set with a larger knot, so I'll just check that one now. Because I was talking to Srdjan earlier. Yeah, 29 by 16 this one's going to be. So we'll just write that there, just so we don't forget. 29 by 16 mil. So a bit bigger than the hole size. But yeah, we should cope with that. I mean, it's a decent sized chunky blank as far as that wide. Although we lose a fair bit when we turn it down round, but it's still, we should still end up with basically that roughly that size or just under. It's more that size there that we've got to make sure we use up entirely. But the shape that we had last night, I think we can do that. I've got the other handle here, and yeah, we should get it pretty much the same size blank. We cut them in half way back in the very beginning. So yeah, just let me get the chart up here and we'll see how we're going. So Samuel's in, Brett's back in, but he's on the road I think. Welcome back Brett, welcome back Sam. I don't know if Razor's in yet, I haven't seen Razor's name pop up there, so he might be running light. And no doubt we'll see Grey Dog later on. Yeah, no worries mate. All good, you just do what you've got to do, Brett, as usual, mate. I know that you'll drop in if you get a chance later on, so that's no worries at all. So like I said, this is the blank, so I'm going to get started, fellas, since the chat's reasonably quiet. I'm going to get started. I'm just going to take this one to round first up. It's going to be pretty messy again tonight, so I need to get my spindle roughing gouge out. The eyes come a little bit better today. I've had my sunglasses on all day today, just keeping out of the light. Still very red, still very bloodshot, but it's not as sore as what it's been the last 2 or 3 days. Still don't know what I got in it, but I can only presume it was a little bit of acrylic chip or something that's came off my hair or off my eyebrows or something when I've been sitting in my chair, and got into my eye, and it's obviously scratched the shit out of my eye, which is what's caused all the damage. Obviously the piece must have came out my eye because there's nothing there now and I didn't take nothing out of it. But tomorrow we should be all good, I think. It's been a lot better today with the sunnies on all day. Anyway, we soldier on. Okay, that's not too bad. Still at round, that's fine, we're getting there. Come on, lathe. It's not liking that. I keep blowing it out, but I might have to pull it out and strip and give it a good blowout. Yeah, so we're still not square. It's still not round yet. That, we're getting closer. So around there, we're just got a little flat this side, a little flat that side, and we're round there. So we're almost there. With this end anyway. So we've still got a flat there, round all around there. So blank must just be slightly out square on the end. It's no big deal. There's Razor. Razor's in the chat now. Nearly there. You can feel it's nearly there now. Yep, just that tiny little flat there, right there. Let me just change that camera view to camera 3 there. So there's just a tiny little flat spot right there that we need to get out. Should actually lower my tool rest now a little bit, bring it in a little bit closer. So we're pretty round there now, tiny little flat spot there, but that'll come out once we start shaping as well. That's pretty much gone now. Okay, that's good. So now we'll just go back the other way now. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, we're pretty much round here now. Alright, we'll give that put that away. We can give this a bit of a blowout now. Worst of this mess away. Keeps it away from under my feet. Keeps it out the front. That's where I normally clean it all up. So, how have you all been? All right, lads? Hope you're all well. Now I'm just going to square up just there on the end of that block, so use my Srdjan for that, and I'll just take the tool rest down slightly. Okay. So that's us. Not bad there. Just having a bit of an inspection of the timber, see what we've got. And I'll just square up this end. It's only a tiny little bit off, just to square it up properly. See if it's got it. Yeah, that's got most of it. So we'll just take that little bit off in the very middle there now, very gently. And that's nice. So we've rounded it off. What I'm going to do is just put my marks on again. No worries, Sam, you go and have your dinner, buddy. We'll see you in a little while, eh? So we're going to go 23 there, which is what we done on Tuesday night, and then we'll try and utilise pretty much the rest of the handle for length. Now I'll probably have to change the Fossen a bit tonight, because we're going with a 29mm hole, so I'll put the 28mm bit in. Excuse me for a minute. So that's the 28. And I shall just check that, so I don't make a boo-boo like I done a couple of streams back. Yep, that's all good. So we'll put that in the Jacob's chuck, tighten her up. Okay, we'll fire her up, and we're only going to have her going relatively slow. So we should have about 1/2 mil to take off, which will give us 1/2 mil both sides, which will be, that should take us to the 29 that we need. Okay, let's just go in nice and slowly. Okay. So there we go. Now we'll just put it back on 0 again. Bring it in. And then we've got to go in till we hit 16. So that's us on 10. That's just take that. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, and a little bit so that I can allow for a little bit of shaping around and cleaning up around the top. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Right. So how's your day been, Razor? All good? Looks like it might be a quiet one tonight unless we get a few coming in later on. Which is all good. So I'm just going to check that now. So we want, what did I say we wanted? 29. Okay, that's all good. So what I'll do is I'll set my calipers here on 29. That's pretty much 29 there. So we'll get rid of that now for just a second. Square it up there. Okay, and we'll come in with the calipers now. That's it. And then we'll check with the skew now. I might have to bring that back a touch. Draw them down so I know which tools are where. Give that a blow out. And we'll just check it. So we've got it needs to go a little bit deeper yet. The mill, I don't know how that's happened, but anyway. And this way, we're buying an hour 29, so we're okay that way. We just have to go in another mill. So we'll stick that there again. And this back in. I'll set that bang on 0 and bring it up till it touches. Which should be there. That'll do it. that out. Take that off again. Bring that in. We just need to take that little mill out the bottom. So into the side. Make sure we're nice and straight. And that's it. Now we should have our 16. Yep, bang on. And if we end up having to take, although that's pretty clean, so we shouldn't have to worry about that too much now. So I should be able to just turn it to that point there and we should be good. And I'm just going to take the sharp edge off. That's that. I'll start to round that top edge, just whilst it's like that, very gently and very carefully, because we've got no additional support yet. Yeah, I thought coming in here tonight my eyes might have been, I mean they're still very itchy. My left eye is still sore, but it's nowhere near as sore. Still very bloodshot, but the skin around my eye is quite sore and itchy. So I thought it might be worse coming into these lights with the lights being so strong, but like I said, I think having the sunnies on all day today, even inside the house, has made a big difference. Okay, that'll do us there. Now we can turn things back around again now. We'll bring the tailstock up. Live center. Exactly, mate, exactly. Tomorrow, the week is over. We're into the weekend. Except I'm probably going to be streaming every night if I can, as long as nothing else comes up. Because I just want to get the majority of these handles that I've got sitting here finished. Ah, here we go. Here come the streamers, fellas. Oh, guacamole. Just a little bit high with the tool rest, so we'll up it down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what's happened. I mean, this has been 3 or 4 days now, mate, so I think whatever got into my eye, I scratched the hell out of my eye, and that's what's caused so much of the pain in my eye, and, you know, made it worse when I get in the light. But I think it's on the mend now because it's nowhere near as sore today. So I think we're over the worst of it now. I mean, mean, when it happened that night, I mean, I knew it was, I knew there was I got something in my eye because it started getting sore that night. And I went and flushed my face, flushed my eyes, but it didn't seem to make any difference. But I think the damage was done. It had obviously been scratched, and of course, you know what it's like. You get something in your eye, all you want to do is keep rubbing it, which is the worst thing you can do. But we're all good now. It's on the mend. Now the only thing I've got to remember with this one is that we have gone slightly bigger in the socket size, so I won't have as much material to play with down the bottom here as what I had with the other one last night, so I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Hopefully we should be okay, because I think we're deep enough to be way past that anyway. Bring the tool rest in a touch now. We'll just give it that shape around the top. Right, I'm just going to have a look at that inside and see how it's travelling as far as thickness in the bottom there, just to check. Nothing worse than going too far and then it comes apart on you. And we've got heaps and heaps in there, so that's all good. Let me just whack you onto that camera too so you can see what's going on there so far. But yeah, we've got heaps of meat in there yet, so we've got tons of room to go much narrower yet, especially down the bottom. Up the top I want to leave a bit thicker because it's a slightly larger knot going in this one, so we just want a little bit of extra strength there. Just trying to keep on top of the streamers the best way I can, or the best I can, I should say. What a mess. Okay, I think that we'll go a little bit more there, up to there, and then we'll just round that a little bit more. Okay, I think that'll do us for now. We can always come back and take more later. Yeah, I've been putting drops in it, mate. It happens fairly regular. I get shit in my eyes, so it's just the dust. It's too hard to keep on top of without a breathing, a positive air mask, you know. I do have one, but I couldn't use it. The one I've got, I couldn't use it doing this. You just wouldn't hear nothing, you know. There is another one that I would like to get, which is a bit more comfortable, and I could probably put the mic up inside, but the problem is they're about $650, and that's just for the unit. Then you've got, you know, replacement shields and all that sort of thing you've got to buy, so that'll have to be down the track when I start selling a few. there and see what we've got so far. Okay. I definitely got an issue with this on button. It doesn't want to work. All right. Okay. Right, back to hollowing. Just trying a different tact with this one tonight. I want to see if I can just play with the shape. Right, so what I might do is I might set this off this. Bearing in mind that the top of this one's heavier because it's taking a bigger knot. Okay. No worries, Brett. Razor's holding the fort there. We'll have Sam back in a little while, probably after he finishes his dinner. There. Okay. Yeah, so I need to reduce the ring down a little bit. Ah, don't tell me. Okay, that's not looking too bad. Probably want to hollow it a little bit more in there. See how much meat we've got left now. So I'll feel that there. Yeah, there's plenty there. See what we've got depth-wise. Yep, still take a bit more. A little bit too high there. That should do it. Tiny little bit. do me. Okay. Right. We can bring this back in now, just to give us some support. We've got enough room there. Lock that off. We can bring that in, lock that off. Yeah, it's a bit quiet tonight. We may end up getting a few others in yet, but oh well, see what happens, eh? Right, now I'm going to try and make sure I get the whole length of this blank. So I'm going to go in, just to go down more. I'm going to go in about there. Now, I'm going to bring that up. That's probably too high. Probably about there. And there. Right, let me get rid of some of that. Rami, how are you, mate? Corbs, how you doing, buddy? Samuel's back. Srdjan's in the house. Cool. A little bit more there. Yep. See what Srdjan thinks of this shite, which is very, very similar, but I've tried slightly different technique this time on the shite. So it'll be very slightly different to the other one. Yeah, tell me about it. I wished I had the winning lotto numbers too. I'm just having a look over, guys, just because I think I can still refine the shape a little bit more. I'm thinking I don't want to go too much more than that. Let that down a touch. Now, I can get in there with this one. I don't think I will though. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to part off more of that waste block so that I can see what I'm doing with the bottom better. So I'm just going to take a little bit more off here. And I may take a bit off there. And then I'll lower this. And bring it in a bit. And I'm going to try and see if I can get a bit more off of here. Without being too harsh. Probably a little bit harsh. And I think I'm liking that. It's not going to be as chubby on the bottom as the other one. Okay, I think that'll do that one. That'll give you a little bit of variation from one to the other one, Srdjan. I think that that actually looks quite a bit different, but it looks quite nice. What do you think, mate? If you're in the chat there. just a bit too fast. I'll give you a look at it in a tick, just once we get through the grits a little bit more, I think. And we can have a look. So there you're getting your first look at it before I start getting too engrossed in the sanding. Again, a beautiful piece of Burl. And we've got a lot sharper an undercut under here this time as well. I think Srdjan must have gone out again, has he? It's probably with the kids. How's the music, fellas? What have we got going on? Oh, it's nearly at the end of the track. That's all right. So this is the slow, painful, boring part. Grey Dog, good morning to you, mate. How are you? So this is the second one of this particular one. That's the first one there. So you can see I've changed the shape slightly on it, on the bottom section, which gives it a little bit more curvy look to it. And the top section is bigger because it's taken a bigger knot this time. So we're just going to allow a bit extra strength in that for the rhodium knot to expand, being that they're that dense. And I'll just use my little foam pad in here a little bit, I think. Just to make sure we get right in. Roberto, how are you? Welcome back, mate. Okay. Beautiful. That piece can go in the bin. Catch you later, Brett. Drive safely, mate. Righty-ho, we'll just go in this way now and we'll try and see if we can just get in on that edge a little bit. Nah, I probably won't get a chance, mate, to be honest. To fly. I just want to get on top of these orders that I've got, mate, so I've got quite a lot of handles. Well, most of these ones that I've been turning, most of these are going down to Srdjan to be fitted with rhodium, so the idea is to try and send them down and a big hit, and then that way Srdjan's got enough to keep him going for a while, unless he asks otherwise. Okay. All right, we'll get rid of that grit. It's done. And this one. I'll just put up my little things so I don't need to, excuse me. I'll just put up my please subscribe thing there, fellas. Just as a reminder that if there's anybody in the thread that's not subscribed to the YouTube channel, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. I do live streams every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and at the moment I'm doing a couple of extra streams in between as well, just to try and catch up on orders, so there's a bit more viewing pleasure for you. But I'd really appreciate if you can, if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button down below, and you can also click that little bell, and you'll get reminded anytime I go live, or anytime I post up any videos as well. So definitely worthwhile hitting that little bell. Ding! And like I said, I'd really appreciate that. Sorry if I'm getting my head in the way, fellas. Just, oh no, I'm on that other shot at the moment, so that's all right. Sometimes I get my head in the way of that overhead camera shot, and I think that's what causes it to go in and out of focus a little bit sometimes, I think. Okay. That'll do that one. We'll soon be on the wets, fellas. We'll soon be on the wets. Nigel, how are you, buddy? Bugger that, Nigel, I'd never remember all the different passwords, mate. Here we go again, fellas, that's the laptop dropped out again. So I was having a look on the net today, and it seems to be an issue between, well, it seems to be an issue of Google's actually. So I've just tried to reload, it's reloaded this time, which is fine. Well, it's just frozen there, I think. But obviously I can see on my monitor that the stream's still going through, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm just more concerned that why the laptop keeps doing that. If it's going to continue doing that with Google, I might have to change browsers, I think, with the because that's Google Chrome. And after checking the error messages that come up on the laptop screen, it seems to be a Google Chrome thing. So my screen is just frozen. But I know the stream's still going because I can see it up in front of me on the monitor. And that's the good thing about having this audio video mixer, is the fact that it doesn't require a computer to do it. So it takes the total load off the computer. So I think what I'll do, fellas, is I'm just going to shut it all down, and I'll restart like I done the other night. We'll see if that does it. And that was nowhere near, we're nowhere near 3 hours yet, so it's not the 3 hour thing. It's just strange how it's only started to do it, whether it's done an update or something and that's what's caused it, I don't know. Because it's been fine. I mean, we've done about 50 odd streams now, and it's been fine on about 48 of them, or 50 of them. And it's only been the last couple of streams where it's been starting to play up, so not sure what it's doing. It just says oops, sorry, oh snap, and then it goes oops with an error, and then the whole laptop just sort of freezes up. So I've got no idea why it's doing it. I may even have to restart the computer, which means I've got to restart the mixer and everything, but I really don't want to do that if I can get away with that. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that one, fellas. Might be a new laptop on the cards, which I really don't want to have to do. I'm going to shut that one down. I'm going to shut that one down. Go in there again. Stream's still going, so we're all good, but I just can't see anything. I can't see the chart. I can't see anything, fellas. So you just have to bear with me. I'll try and get it back up again shortly. Because I can see what camera I'm on in that, because I've got the monitor in front of me here. So I can see that all good, but I just can't get Facebook to restart back up through the Google, through the Chrome. Alright, I'm going to have to re-fire it up, fellas, so I'm going to shut her down. I'm on the last sandpaper here too, so I want to get it sorted. Alright, let me try and see if I can Control Alt delete, delete, delete. Sorry fellas, just bear with me for a second. I just can't even get this to fire up now. That might be us. Let me see if that fires up now. And I'll keep soldiering on while we're waiting. No, something's going on drastic because it doesn't even want to fire up now, the laptop. So I can't see the chart at all, fellas. I can't see anything. I can't control anything now. Well, I can control it from the mixer itself, but I can't see the chart. I can't see anything on the laptop. It just doesn't seem to want to even boot up this time. That's the last thing I need. No, it's just going to a blank screen. I think the laptop's the issue was definitely a Google thing though, because I found out on the net today, but I don't know what's going on with the laptop now. It's like something's updated, Windows update or whatever, and it doesn't like something. That's what it's like to me. But I can't even get it to come back on now. Anyway, I know you guys are still there because I can see the data rate on the, like I said, on the monitor. So I know you're still there. I don't know who's there because I can't see the chat or anything. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to start in the wets. So I can't see all the oohs and ahs when I start wearing it, because I can't see nothing. No, it looked like it was ready to start up there, and then it just come up with a little wheel that goes round and round, and then it just shuts down. So I have no idea what's going on, fellas. But I'll just keep soldiering on with this and finish it anyway. Finish this. I'll end the stream as soon as I'm finished, but I just can't see who's in, who's not in. So So I can't thank anybody, I can't put nothing up on the screen. Okay, that's first pad. Might be with you again shortly, fellas. It seems to be the whole thing went off there, and I've pressed it back on, and it seems to be going through the boot up sequence, but I don't know if it will go all the way. No, just going to a blank screen again. So I can't see nothing. It's got a little blue thinking circle going on in the middle of the screen, but I don't know what the hell it's doing. No, it's come up. Well, we'll see what happens now, eh? Just bear with me, fellas, till I try and get back into this thing. Right, next grit. While I wait on it loading up. I mean, I run a mem check and everything on it today, and it was all showing fine, so I've got no idea what is going on. Alright, I've got the screen back up, just bear with me a second. Because I know the stream's still going through, so I can join back into the stream once I get this, once I get the mixer software up. Okay, there it goes. It's running really slow. There's hardly anything being used on the hard drive, so it's not like it's running out of hard drive space or anything like that. And I'm not recording nothing to it. The mixer's doing all the work, so. So the mixer's just connecting up now, hopefully. Thinking. God, it's running slower than ever. Yeah, so that's up and that's all still running okay. The only thing I will have to do will be to do a restore on the mixer probably. Although no, it should be running. Just bear with me a sec, fellas. It's really slow. I'm thinking there's maybe something running in the background, whether it's a Windows thing or whatever, you know? Right, mixer's up. Let's get YouTube back up again. Slow. It's never been this slow. There's something not right with it, that's for sure. Alright, Chrome didn't shut down correctly. Help make Google Chrome better by sending crash reports. Well, I might do that. Not that it's going to make any difference to me. Now we need to log back in. God, Jesus, I'll tell you what. I might just try a different browser next time round. see how we go with that, because there's definitely something not right here. Now I need to navigate into the appropriate YouTube section. Once it fires up, into YouTube. Into my channel. And oh no. I need to go into YouTube Studio. Sorry about this, fellas. It really is beyond me as to what's going on here, because that should take me in there now. It's back up again now. I don't know if it's frozen yet. We'll have to wait and see what... Oh no, it seems to be going. So I've got you back, fellas. I can see the chat again. So I'm back in Google Chrome again and into YouTube, and it's okay again, but we'll see if it does it again. Then I'll have to do something and just change browsers, I think. Try that and see if it happens again. If it doesn't happen with another browser, then we know it's Google, or Google Chrome anyway. Okay, that's that one done. Well, that slowed us down a bit again, hasn't it? Just when we were getting on just nice too. Another lovely piece of timber, this one. Nice light and dark in it. I'm not going to worry about it at the moment, mate. Maybe later. Like I said, the laptop's only running it's only running Google Chrome, and it's running the software for the ATEM switcher. But nothing there has changed, because I've done 50 odd streams, and for 50 to 50 odd of them, it's worked perfectly fine. But when I done some searching on the net today, like I said, it showed that Google had an issue, that other people had been getting that same error. But the fixes that they were saying were a load of rubbish, So I don't know. I'll have another look at it later. I've got a MacBook Pro sitting that I don't use as well, which I could probably use that. But I need to get someone to have a look at that for me first, because I put a new solid state drive in it and I put RAM in it, and it was working, and then it started to play up. So maybe I need to get the shop to have a look at that one. That's probably a better PC for this type of stuff anyway. But it's not doing nothing. It's only running the stream. Well, it's not even running the stream, because I'm only viewing that in YouTube in the live window. But nothing's being recorded to that laptop. Nothing's being used on the laptop other than Google Chrome and the mixer software. The mixer uses its own inbuilt decoder, and it's networked, so it actually feeds directly through the network. That's why the stream's still running when the laptop shuts down. So yeah, I'm thinking I might. I used to use Firefox a fair bit too. I'm thinking I might go back to that. They're all getting too. They're all trying to make the browsers do too much now, Bloody different integrations with other bits of software, and Google Chrome linking in with YouTube, and Facebook and everything else nowadays. They're all trying to make them do too much, I reckon. Just make it as a browser so that you can browse, like it doesn't have to do all the other crap. They want plugins for this and plugins for that, and it just gets over the top, like totally out of hand. Just have it as a browser, let it browse the net, It's all we want it to do. Anyway, we're getting there. We're on the second last grit now. Now my lathe doesn't want to go. God, Jesus. Yeah, she's going to be a cracker, this one. And the other one is as well. Yeah, I just put a little different shape in it this time. I think it sort of more resembles the shape that we wanted to try and get yesterday. But again, because the blank's so short in length, it's just a little bit hard to get that full shape into it. But this one is actually, this one's actually looking very nice. I mean, the other one's nice too, but this one is really nice. I'm really happy with the shape on this one. Nice and narrow in here, not too bulbous here, but still bulbous enough that it'll fit nicely in the hand or in the fingers. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And we're almost done, we're almost ready to go to the buff. Well, turn it around and part it off, obviously. Yeah, I just tackled this one a little bit differently to how I tackled the other one, which is normally how I would tackle a brush, but a handle. But I tackled this one just a little bit differently, and it's sort of paid off, I think. All right, I think that'll do that. We'll get rid of that. Get a clean towel, and we'll just give this one a dry off. Get rid of that and that. So I'm just going to go in there with, I'll just try and get this a little bit cleaner and tidier in here. That'll do it, I think. Okay, that'll do us. Alright, so dry that off again. We'll get a little bit of methylated spirits on that, and we'll dry that timber out a little bit better. So again, you can see the timber's well sealed because we're getting nothing off that. I mean, there's just a very, very slight tinge of brown on there, but that's pretty good. So the timber's obviously well stabilised. It's cut nice and clean as well, as you can see there. You know, there's no marks in it or scratch marks or anything like that. It's all grind, all timber. Just get plenty of meths on it, let it dry now. Won't take 2 minutes to dry. Then we'll turn it around now, we can part her off. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I think we're going to run late again tonight though with the little mishaps that we've had, fellas, so I'll apologise now for that because it is going to end up being a long stream again due to no fault of mine, unfortunately. It's just the game. There's something not right, something's not liking something. But it's strange that everything was working for, you know, 50 odd streams, and then all of a sudden it decides it wants to play up. That's been 3 streams now, the last 3 streams where it's done that, so not impressed. Okay, right, let me get a key slot there. We should have a centre spigot in there. Bring this in. Drop it right down, get it in closer. That's pretty good. So we'll punch that in there, we'll tighten her up. It's a little bit out around, but not too bad. I'll drop that tool rest a touch more. Because I can reuse that glue block as well. I'll just put them in the chuck and then clean the face off. And then I can reuse them. Go. She come right out there and sort of caught the handle a little bit, so it knocked it slightly around. So, but that's all right. We'll fix that up. So, loosen it off again. Bring her right up. It's not too bad. And that'll do it. We don't want to go splitting it apart now, do we? Okay, spindle gouge, too high. Just a tad too high. Still a tiny tad. That should do it. Right, we'll just check that, see if we've got enough hollow in that. Yep, there's a fair bit of hollow, but I might go a little bit more because I do want to round that edge there as well so it doesn't feel so sharp. Just very slightly, not a lot, just very, very slightly. We'll have a look now. It should be better. Yep. A lot better. Okay. So we'll get this out the way now. And we'll just go through the sanding on that now. So I need new sandpaper this time. Trying to get that little bit away in the middle there, right in the middle, where it doesn't spin very much. Nearly there. And that's it. All right, it's the first grit. Once I get it buffed, fellas, I've still got that 2-band finest here. I'll sit that in it so that you can see it finished. going to be a real stunner, this one, I reckon. Okay, next one. Such lovely grain in the Burl. Lovely pattern, lovely colour, lovely grain. It needs to be softened up just a little bit, that edge. So between this grit and the next one, we'll soften it up and then we'll really soften it up with the wets. I'll do it. Right, let's go over the pads again. I can't remember, Grey Dog, if it's the other Galaxy blank or I think it might be the other Galaxy blank, and then I've got another couple that are going to Srdjan for knots as well. I'll show you the blanks for them in a sec, if you give me 2 seconds. Yeah, that's much better. A lot softer. Yeah, I'm hoping to do another one tomorrow night. Which, if it's the Galaxy one that's up next, it will be the Galaxy one that I'll bring forward. And then we have T-Man that comes in as well. You've probably seen T-Man and had a chat with T-Man in the stream. He's got a couple of handles that I need to make as well. And they're getting fitted with Rhodiums, but I'll need to get Srdjan to send me up a couple of knots for them. Because T-Man's been waiting a fair while, so I want to get his ones done. And I've got a couple of other castings that I need to do, so even if I get the castings done, that'll help, and then that'll be me starting to catch up again. If you look on the YouTube channel, it should tell you what the next one is, shouldn't it? If somebody wants to open up their browser on another page and have a look, but I think it might be the Galaxy blank, and then after that, I think there's a wood burning, turning a wooden handle and wood burning to show you what you can do with a pyrography pen. I've got that keyed in for one as well, but I'm not sure if that one's, I think that might be the last one that we're going to be doing. Yeah, that's nice in the hand now. Okay, we're getting there, fellas. Oh. Yeah, Galaxy, then the wood burning. I thought that's what it was. The wood burning one I might even put back, but I'll see, because if I sneak these other ones in extra streams, then the wood burning one might be okay for the date that it's scheduled in for. Lovely, lovely. The lucky last. Yeah, it's exactly the same length as the other one. Like I said, it's just how I tackled the shape a little bit differently tonight than what we done last night, being that it was the first time we'd sort of really gone that way. Okay, that should do that. Make sure the lathe's got no water on it. Now we can take it off. Okay fellas, I'm just going to go over to the buffer, so we'll take these over there now. So if you just want to follow me, we'll get over there and we'll fire it up. It's going to be a bit harder on this wheel to buff in the edges there because the curve is a lot tighter. We're getting there. Okay. Well, okay, we're still running. That's all good. That's a good sign. Let me go back to that one for a sec. So there should be. I'll get it in the chuck for a minute. I'm just going to put a little bit of polish on it, just a very little amount, just to put the final sheen on it. It's pretty shiny though. And get a little bit of polish out. We'll put used to there for a sec. A bit of clean paper towel. Okay, just a little light touch to start with. And then we'll go over the top. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Last plug for subscribers. Down here, down. Oh, that. Oh, that one. Down there. Somewhere down the bottom there, anyway. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Click the little bell, ding! That'll make sure you get notified any time I go live or any time I put up another video. Plus I really appreciate it. And something that I couldn't do earlier because I went to do it, and that's when I realised that the bloody computer had shit itself. And I'm just hoping that it's in here because it should be. I'll just back my patrons page up too. So Razor, Samuel and Brett there, Catman. And while I've got that up there for a couple of seconds, a few seconds, I'll just get this handle and I'll sit one of my 2-pound finest in there. It's too small anyway. It's too small because it's only a 26 and we've got a big 28mm hole there, but if I can just hold that up there somewhere, at least you can see the handle. It's very nice and it'll look nice with the brush in it. One of Srdjan's knots in there, that's sitting up about 5mm or so because it won't sit in because the hole's too big for the size of the knot, but it's a lovely handle. And there's the two together. If I can bring them over there. So you can see they're not too dissimilar. Just a very slightly higher hollow here than this one. This one, the hollow's a bit lower. But overall, they're roughly the same. Well, they're the same height, pretty much. same top section, except this one's just a little bit beefier because it's taken a bigger knot. So if I sit that one there, and I'll take you to camera. We'll go to camera 3. Cut to that one, and I'll just remove our Patreon. So much appreciated, guys. Really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Anybody else wants to support, please drop over to the Patreon page. You'll find links to it on my website. You'll also see the link up there, so it's not too hard. Just get onto Patreon and type in TF Custom Shaving Brushes and you'll find it. Anyway, let me just get rid of that now. So we'll take that away. And we'll bring up the chart again. It is, isn't it? You only need to change tiny little things and it can totally change the shape of the brush, you know. If I get these two side on now, if I sit them basically on the lathe there, as you can see, the top sections are pretty much the same. But even side by side there, they look very, very similar. But this one's just got that inner curve at the waistline there, which is a little bit higher than on the other one. The other one's is down here where it's the thinnest point, where this one, the thinnest point's up higher. And that little change just makes a big difference, you know. But the style is nice. Let me get this in view now, probably a little bit too close, but the blue, the lights just blow out the blue and the that sort of thing, but there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately, fellas. It's one of those things. So yeah, but the Burl is stunning again in this one, as was the last one. So I'll be putting up a couple of pictures and a little 30-second video as usual, fellas. You'll get to see that one. I'll probably take a picture of the two of them as well together. That way you'll be able to see the different shapes and compare. They're both nice handles. But like I said, it's just amazing how that little subtle change can make all the difference, you know. Anyway, let me go back to here. And once again, guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for coming to the stream. Thanks for filling it up. It turned out not too bad in the end. I think we only had about 2 or 3 in the stream when we started, and then it got up to about 10 or 11, I think, there at one stage, which is, you know, getting up to where we normally are. No coin, mate, because this one goes to Srdjan for one of his knots. So I make these on behalf of Srdjan, for Srdjan. We've just got that deal going where I do stuff for him, he does stuff for me, and it works for both us. So it's all good. So yeah, so no coin. Anyway, let me get back to where I need to be. So like I said, guys, so Grey Dog, Razor, Sam, Brett, who else did we have in there? Sam, I think we had a few others in there, Corbs, forget who else we had in there. Oh, we had Nigel in for a while. Anyway, fellas, look, that's been about 2 hours and 55 now, so I'm going to shut the shed door down, call it a night, go and have a nice cup of coffee, and watch a little bit of the stream back just to make sure everything's all good. And then, like I said, I'll possibly throw in another one. I was going to show you those other blanks. So that's the other Galaxy blank that we've got to do. This one's going to have the knot mainly set in the Burl, and the resin will be to the bottom. So this one will be a slightly different look. It's a nice blank. Don't know if you can see that there. Nice and deep and dense, purpley blue. This one's again dyed Burl, so we'll end up with blue dust everywhere again. I've also got these two to do, which I think they're both going over to the States. So this is one like the same as the PNC LE, but it's going to be done in a shape similar to this, you know. So similar shape to that, and that'll be going to Srdjan to have a rhodium knot fitted in it as well. So that's the green, what was it, green malachite or something like that, this one. And then I've also got this one, which is a slightly different colour. You know the ice fusion ones that I've done, the really deep blue and white? I've actually got one in my den, which I do use every now and again. But this one's more of a greeny blue with a white in it. So that one will be getting done as well, and that one is going down to Srdjan as well for a rhodium knot. So there's a lot of rhodium knots getting fitted in these handles, guys. I know this one's going to the States. I'm not sure about that one. I think that one might be going to the States as well. So yeah, so we'll try and sneak these two in, and then that'll slowly start to catch me up. I've still got a couple other ones to do for Srdjan, but they're not in any hurry. They can wait for a little while if need be. And then I've got another chameleon one here that I want to try and turn out. If this one turns out okay, which I think it should do, this one may even be T-Man's handle. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes, see how it turns up. It may turn up smaller in diameter, although it is sort of 50 by 50 blank, and it's relatively square, so it might work okay. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's got the holographic in it, and it's got the colour changing pigment in it as well. Probably won't see it until we actually get it out of these lights, because again, these lights tend to flood everything out. Maybe if I come a bit further away, not sure. But that one might become T-Man, so we'll see how we go with that. So yeah, so that's pretty much it at the moment, fellas. So anyway, like I said, I think we'll shut the shed door down, fellas. Once again, thanks for coming along. Pleasure having yous. Take care. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And until maybe tomorrow night, Friday night or Sunday night, take care, eh? Cheers, fellas. No, that doesn't want to work. Ah, there we go. See yas. Ta-ra. Bye.